Peace and prosperity, welcome back. If you've watched the previous 3 videos, I am wearing the same white t-shirt to try and make the video sequence familiar. However, it is a new day. I don't know if you can tell from my energy, I'm a lot more stable, a lot more grounded. I recognize that in the last 3 videos I had so much air energy going on, and part of me is like, bro, man, stop showing this side of the world to you. It's crazy and untamed, but it's so artistic and creative and powerful and beautiful that I admire it. And that's the truth. So I just have to let it out. Now I'm in more of like a more whole earthly state, but everything can change. It depends what information I'm talking about, what kind of energy is flowing through me, and I just kind of let that flow. That's one thing I forget to do when I'm in the midst of I forget to breathe. Breath is life, guys. Anyways, the point I left the videos at yesterday was I finished the TTC, the teacher training course here at Govardhan Eco Village, and I done the Panchakarma treatment, the Ayurvedic treatment. So I went through a few massages, a few different kind of therapies like enemas and some ghee drinking and stuff like that. And yeah, so I was scratching my head. I was like, what's next? What's next? You know, am I going for Vipassana? Let me just move the camera here. So I applied for like a Vipassana course, 30 days. They rejected me. Turns out for Vipassana, you have to do 5 or 6 10-day courses first before you can enroll for the 30-day, the big boy one. Then I was thinking, maybe I'm just going to stay here and volunteer in the kitchen, because the food here is really good. And I thought, oh, that's the next stage of my healing, is to come on, cameraman, this little tripod thing's no good, but I'm not gonna let it get to me. And then I was like, then I applied for a 10-day Vipassana, and then I got rejected from that. So I was like, what's going on? So yeah, I went on the last day of the teacher training course to this other ashram, and we went to go visit there because some festivals happening, and I see they had courses advertised. Next thing I know, I'm all enrolled to go on a yoga therapy course. So I had the decision to either resit the teacher training program I just done, or to enroll in the higher level, which is a yoga therapy course. So yoga therapy is only for people who have qualified as a teacher, the 200-hour teacher training program, from the 200-hour teacher training program. So I had this decision. I was like, oh, do I just sit and perfect the teaching and go over everything, even though it was another ashram, but still same stuff, different program, or do I step it up a notch and go for yoga therapy, even though it's a lot more lecture based, and if you know me, I'm a bit difficult when it comes to learning and stuff like that. But I thought, you know what, let's step it up again. Let's go for the yoga therapy. Boom, it was starting on the 4th of January. So I actually had to cut my Panchakarma treatment from 16 days to 12 days to go on this course. And guys, if I'm honest, I've been with Iskcon. Let me get closer so you can really feel what I'm saying. Let me put the focus on as well. Focus, cancel, spot focus. Hopefully you can see me nice and clear, because let me talk to you, the camera. Basically, but I like looking at myself there also. Basically, I was so happy. Now forgive me, devotees, if there's any devotees of the Lord watching this. Krishna, forgive me. I was so happy to finally, after 7 months of being with Iskcon, I was so happy to leave. Why was I happy to leave? Why was I happy to leave? Because, guys, I went through a roller coaster, man. I went through a roller coaster with devotees, with myself, but they were the manifestation of this stuff. But I'll get to that anyway, because all of these energies and this behavior that I was going through, and all these issues, which I haven't really talked about the real story. I'm just trying to give like a basis of the outline of the behavior of the energies that were happening. All of this stuff, like I said, judgments, injustice, betrayal, misunderstanding, all of this confusion, and abandonment, rebellion. These are all these kind of themes I'm talking about. So I was like, man, I can't wait to go outside of the Iskcon establishment. I'm done with devotees, I'm done with the judgment. Now I'm gonna meet some, you know, normal people. But it turns out that the devotees are as normal as it gets, because they are the ones who, they're really with the program. But anyways, so yeah, I left GV, and I was like, cool, I'm on to the next place. And I went there, and basically, yeah, I done a yoga therapy course. So yoga therapy wasn't that relevant to me, because it's basically for people who are qualified and are teaching. But as a yoga teacher, apparently everyone comes to you with their issues. I'm suffering from this, that, what do I do? How can I move around it? What do you recommend anything? So this is what all the teachers are saying. So that's why they've created this yoga therapy course, and that's why people are attending it. So I knew I was punching a bit above my weight by attending the course, but nevertheless, I thought, hey, what do I have to lose? I'm here in India, the price is reasonable. Even if I don't learn anything, just the ashram experience of staying somewhere, you know, it's holy, spiritual, whatever you can call it, taking the nice, honest, humble food, and the association of good, like-minded individuals, that's priceless for me. So if I learn anything on top of that, that's a bonus. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, it was a lot of lectures. It was a lot more intense in terms of there was no time. However, I became part of a trio, which turned into more of a duo of relationship with the two people, and which was cool. So I really found some compadre, some confidence. Is that the right word? Basically, but check this, guys. From the first few days, I started feeling this weird energy. So this is another theme that you'll hear me talk about, is I pick up on energies a lot. I tend to read into people's psyches a lot. This is just something that I do. I don't know, it just comes naturally to me. This may come from the rejection wound and stuff like that, and trying to like get there first to see how they're maneuvering and stuff like that. There's a lot of psychology behind it, but the fact is, I was picking up on weird energies of the teachers, and I was thinking, like, wow, I haven't done anything wrong. Like I'm new here. Like I'm thinking, wow, did they know stuff about my past? You know, all this guilt was coming up, like I'd done something wrong. And then, guess what? I was confronted by there's an English teacher there. So the English teacher said, oh yeah, how's the course going? I was like, oh yeah, cool. And he's like, oh, there's something I want to talk to you about. I was like, I knew it. He confronted me. Basically, I'm not going to get into the details. I was accused of something, and I was like, no. I was like, why? I knew that I was feeling this weird energy, and they had misjudged me to be some sort of like, some player kind of pimp who's coming there to like manipulate females and get his way with women. And if you know me, yes, my energy is smooth. Yes, I understand now that I do have this energy that could come off in that kind of way, because I'm smooth, you know, I can be like super confident. I just kind of flow, especially with females. I don't look at females like a piece of meat. I can actually just chill with females. I prefer to chill with females over males. Is that a problem in this society? Anyways, so I see how the energy could be misconstrued. However, this accusation was false. This accusation was false. And what did I say? Injustice. That's a theme that I do not stand for. Now, I was in court all my life in front of the damn judge, but I was guilty. That was the difference. I was a guilty man. See this grin here? I had this grin when I was in court, going down to the court cells, on my way in the prison van to prison. I didn't care, because you know why? I was guilty. Now the tables have turned. Now your boy is under false allegation, and I was not feeling it. So I was like, nah, I need to clear my name. So I went on like I kind of exposed myself in a way of how I handled the situation. I was really passionate. And even though I was speaking from my heart, I kind of exposed that, oh, wow, this guy is a bit, you know. And anyways, I got what I wanted, which was to sit down with the people involved, like the teachers, the instructors, like the guy who owns it. And I cleared my name, I spoke from the heart, and he said, look, it's done, don't worry. So basically, from then, I was still feeling judged, man. I was still feeling this judgment. And this basically put me in a shell. So I'm actually going to leave it at that. And I'm going to see you on the next video. Peace.